Hello and welcome. Right, yeah, I was literally already chatting, and then I realised, well, hang on a minute, you're supposed to be doing your finish and that. So we've planted the wheat, we have ripped up the grass. The production now has grass to hay, so we can make some hay. I was intended it to be on this one. It was on my original forage, and for some reason I got so busy doing all the other things that I didn't put the hay. The self-sufficiency started off as just a silage maker. One of the other modders made it, and I thought, I'm sure I can do that. So I did. And then I thought, I'm sure I can do a bit better than that. As you do. And then I thought, yeah, but I could really make this, I could do a one-stop shop for the farm, for every single farm, where all of the bits and bobs that you'd need on a farm. I thought, I'm sure I could do that. And I did. I'm quite pleased, actually. I really am that we've done it. So it should now, yeah, this is what we did this session. Yeah, no, it's 162 tons of grass. I don't think that was bad, actually. We've got 340,000 litres of silage. Still got a shed load of water left, and we don't need it now, though. For this process, it's just grass to hay. If we look at the hay one, it really is just 100 grass to 100 hay. A lot of cycles. I can't remember how much it does a month. This is the other thing I'd like to see. I think they're about right now. I'm sure I tweaked this so that it's about 240 tons, like almost everybody else does. So did we do any? No, we didn't, did we? Not, oh, we did. We only had a little tiny bit, didn't we? Last time we did actually get the stones off the field. So we also sold an awful lot of honey. Yeah, we had it has been a few months. They are really good bees, and it is 4 mesh. I'm going to do something about that as well. Yeah, you can mix meshes or something like that. I'm going to have to obviously. This is the first one that I've ever did anything like that, where I'm joining 4 separate buildings together, sort of thing. I thought I could do it, and I can sort of, but you can see it's causing a little bit of like weirdness going on where they're all joining. So yeah, I need to try and find out how to do that properly. Yeah, so with the we had an awful lot of honey. I've taken that to market. We made a lot of cash, actually. Also put down the BI Industries sell points, which that cost us like nearly 5,000. I think it was. Yeah, now this is the one I fixed, but I'm not 100% happy with. But this is the one that the Giants broke that I fixed, as in like you can't see the meshes on the Giants one, but you can on mine. I think you can actually see that. I think the original Giants one that the model's based upon. No, I don't know that I can. Yeah, that it's got the only thing I don't like about it's got the snow mask on it. That's my actual model, and that's just with like bad meshes on that didn't quite work out well. I think that's the map sell point that I'm going to do, but I'm going to put a different look to it. But yeah, the original one is that one, but like the Giants one is that one, but it's not the Giants one, if that makes any sense. I tweaked it a lot. I've spent a lot of time on it, but in the end I thought you can never really say it's yours until you do yours. And I thought, yeah, all right then, let's make one. So I did actually make the complete the mesh and everything for it. So I'm quite pleased with that. So we have, yeah, there shouldn't be any weeds. We ploughed it. Obviously, I left the stones on this time because I've rolled it for once. So I'm a bit unhappy about the stones, but you can't always do everything. Did everything bar that. It's been fertilised. Just show you on the map. I always like to show this. So, you often have to do that to go. It scares the living daylight out of me when you think, oh, my life, we've ran out of seeds. But the amount of times you have to like pop on and pop off. So yeah, you can see fully fertilized. We ploughed it, so it doesn't need plough. It's got big red stones on, unfortunately. It shouldn't need weeding. I think we'll go through till the morning. Did I? No, I didn't. I meant to go up and grab that because to pull it off the field. Yeah, because the last thing you want to be doing is like leave this on the field. And what we're going to do is we're going to go through till October morning. That roller done half like roll around a bit as you're lifting it, and it flips around. It does some really, yeah. If you sort of try and corner a little bit too fast for it, it like just does a real, quite a funny turn. It's quite hilarious. I enjoyed using it though. The Osdoken, I think it is. I think it's a 9 meter. I couldn't make out whether it was a 6 or a 9, but I'm sure it's a 9. I don't think it's a... Yeah, because this is about 4.5, 4.6, something like that. And I'm sure it did 2 of those rows, which means it would have to be a 9 meter. Ooh, oh, my mouse is... Oh, no, it's come back. Oh, no, it's not. Right, vehicles. Osdoken. Oh. Oh. Oh, no. Oh. 9.5. Wow, actually. So not far off 10 meters. It didn't seem that. But it is a nice one. Obviously, it's not quite as a lot. I've had the 12.3 version quite a lot. But I do like the fact that you can raise that one up and down. I could never get used to the Vadastad one. It's a bit... I mean, I can, but it's... yeah, it doesn't need lime. It's just the edge of the field. It's fine. So we're going to go through straight till October morning and let that rain do the field for us. Still an awful lot of horrible graphics glitches. There was an awful lot of shed load of tractors and bits and bobs done by giants. But personally, I'm not... Yeah, I mean, I'd just sooner the game get fixed, if I'm honest. I really would. No weeds. Fantastic. I think then our field should be ready for next session. I'm sure this is when we are supposed to do our... I can't see the soybeans for looking. S for soybeans. It is. So it could be ready this month or it could be ready the next month. So let's have a quick look. Is it ready this month or is it ready next month? It's ready this month. Right, okay, let's have a look at the sales. Oh, arms for that. Another Osdoken. A hoe. 6.2 meter. Oh, now that has only literally dropped this very, very day. 12 meter. It's a real... What I did like about it was I don't like that the spread. I really don't like that at all. Yeah, I just wish you could go for a bigger one. Swivel suction pipe. Doesn't make the thing any bigger though. No, it's a shame. If it was even an 18, I can put up with an 18, but 12, it's just so... It takes so long to do your fields. So it's a really nice thing though. But we could sell it. It's 60,000. The Samsung 36 meter. Right, we'll leave that till next session. I think what we'll do is we are going to lease a harvester because we're going to need it. We've got the header. We'll do that and get it all sort of like ready for next session, I think. We don't really need a big one. I think we're going to go for the... I really do like this one of the Massey. I really do. It's the Rossomash. It's not a bad one either. I was on... started off doing on Rizu Forest the hardest field we've got, and I've got to be honest, after doing one of the most powerful yeah, I'll show you. I was using in vegetable harvesters that which is 796 horsepower. Its working speed is 6 miles an hour. Well, on the same field that I was calling the Rossomash, it crawled at certain bits on the field. It's almost sheer drop. So I thought, you know, really, that little Rossomash didn't do bad when you compare it to that. Nearly 800 horsepower. and it was struggling. And obviously, again, with the Russell Mash, we got rid of it and we've got one of the big John Deeres. But I did think, well, it really didn't do too badly. If that, I mean, I do think they've nerfed horsepower, because also on the very same, like, path that led up, last time I used the same tractor and we managed to crest the hill. This time it went right down to 1 mile an hour. So I know I'm right. Sometimes you think you're imagining it, but they really have nerfed horsepower already. But they don't seem to have done it on harvesters yet, because I've used the little one, unless they have done it since the last time I did it. So we're going to lease this one. And how are we going to get the header? We have, I think, let's just have a quick look. I think, if I remember rightly, the entrance to this field is here. Or not. Is it further down? Ah, it is, it's here. That's right. We've got a little entrance here, but that's not going to sit. Let's just have a quick flip down there. I'm sure that I am right. Now, how much in 1 month do we do with our honey is what I'd like to see. 3. 2 and almost 3. That is not bad at all. That is a cracking business. Italian bees. The best bees. Not very friendly, but very, very good at doing honey. And after all, that is what you would like. Well, I don't know that I'd want anybody to get stung, but it is for the honey that I'm really having them. So, okay, we're going to get out your road. Gordon Bennett. Mind you, it's usually a 60 mile an hour limit. So I think we can bring that down, and the header. So I will get the header down here, and we'll get the harvest down here ready for next session. And remind myself, we've got the, oh no, we have, we've got our trailer down here, haven't we? Yeah, that one there that kept getting in the way. This is ours. So I think, was it soybeans? And I don't think we're going to need to extend it at all. The only bad thing is we have got no storage for it, but I would imagine we're going to really need oh, no, that's not what I meant to do. Oh, did get it a second ago. I should have done this next session, really. Yeah, I'm getting tired now, and it is getting late, and I have got work in the morning, so I think, yeah, this is what we're going to use. I'll get these down next session, but for next session, should I say? And yeah, then we're going to get cracking on that soy field, and that is hopefully our profit that we're going to be selling halfway through next year. That we're going to like reinvest. Obviously, we've got all the way to go through the winter. Once we've done the soy, that is it. The wheat is growing nicely. We've done all of the jobs for the wheat. There's no weeds or anything like that. So yeah, obviously this is the catch-up session. Even though we're sort of doing this bit, but this is all the exciting thing. I always think. If you don't want to watch the work, at least you know what we actually did in the session. So yeah, I've showed you everything, I think. Yeah, if you're going to watch it, then yeah, I hope you enjoy the rest of the session. Right, back on, I still want to say Calmsden, Oak Bridge Farm. I've just set the, I think, yeah, it's too big, that is, to actually go through there. We'll have to go round. Yeah, I've set the mower on our last cut of the grass on this field. Well, for now, anyway. So, yeah. I am going to say my words because this is all going to be, oh yes, we do need to do something with that. We also need to place this, oh my life, wow, that is a bit, it is 4 sets. We have gone through quite a few months as well. Let's have a look how much value that is. I would imagine, to be honest, that's worth quite a lot of cash. It is, in March. It's worth almost 12 grand now. It's hardly any difference. That's quite amazing. It is. Wow, phenomenal. Right, I'm going to say my words. I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. I'm going to come out of the time lapse a little early because, yeah, it's getting late and we can talk and I can do the last couple of things of rolling. Yeah, you're not imagining it, it didn't have the hay in it. I was doing it as we were in the session, but you have to stop the session and go out of the game and come into the game for like any changes to register. So that's why it appeared suddenly, because when I did the Courseplay course, I stopped the cameras for a second and then came back in. And that, I suppose, is what I always say about, you can, if you were a cheat, it is really easy for you to actually sort of cheat, because if I hadn't have said, you wouldn't have known, but you would have thought, oh, hang on a minute, he's got hay in there now. I'm sure earlier he never had it. You were right. I didn't. No, it's true. So I've got it. I think it was the only thing that was missing. But again, that's what I like about being on the Let's Plays, because you think, oh, I've not done such and such. I've almost made a sign, but for some reason, I couldn't get my the decals to work, even though I can make them work on all of the other like productions. For some reason I can't make it work on the sign I did. Yeah, I built a sign. I had a picture. I'm going to do it on every single farm. It's Eliakim's farm. It's a really good picture, and I thought, well, even though we might start on a field, we don't have to not call ourselves a farm. So I've, yeah, literally got a fantastic, well, I think it's a fantastic sign that we'll be putting on every map that we go on, just to sort of like on our primary farm, and we might move it if it's going to be cheap, because it's just for me. It's just like one of those little things which is for us. Didn't do badly on the this is going to be awkward, isn't it? Yeah, it is really. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to say my goodbyes and then we'll start again. Yeah, so all that remains to be said is thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you're going to stick with me on this journey, and I'm going to say goodbye for now.